In our final mental muscle that we're talking about in this program, we're going to talk about the will and our ability to apply our will to the things that we choose in our life and the things that we desire in our life and our ability to focus. Now, you have to understand, we are endowed with all of the mental muscles that we've been talking about in this course. And our will is one that is very, very, very powerful. Now, if you have kids, which I happen to have kids, you understand that even as a young child, your kid has an incredible will. You see it in the toy store. The kid sits down, he wants a toy, he cries, he doesn't care who's watching, until finally the parent comes over and either picks him up and drags him out or buys him the toy. That's our will at work at a very young age. Now, I don't suggest that you go into your boss's office or your boyfriend or girlfriend's bedroom and sit down on the bed and cry, or sit on the floor of your office and cry until you get what you want. But the point is, we have a very strong will, which we can focus at a very early age. As we get to be adults, that will is a powerful tool that we can use. And like all the muscles that we've been talking about, like your biceps, like your abs, your legs, like your intuition, your imagination, your perception, your reasoning, all the muscles that we're talking about, you can exercise your will and you can use your will in a very positive way to get what you want and desire out of your life. And this is the point of this particular mental muscle. Now, when you focus, and there's ways to actually develop focus, and if you look at the website that we have at the bottom of this video, in the text, you'll see a website. There's a free course, and this is a free course we're talking about, that talks about the TGR for Girls principles. I'm writing a book, it's coming out, it's called Think and Grow Rich for Girls. And in this book, we talk about these mental muscles, but we're doing this free introductory course, and this last mental muscle is the will. And we talk about how to focus. And there's ways to actually develop your focus and work that muscle so that you can hone in and focus and on your desire and use your mental muscle of your will to bring all the things that you need, all the people that you need, all the resources that you need together to get what you want. And it's not a fairy tale. This is the way the world works. And by the way, it works both in both directions, both negative and positive. If you focus on the wrong thing, the universe will deliver all the resources you need, all the people you need, all the places and things you need to collect on that wrong thing. The key is to, through your perception, use your will and your focus in the right direction, in the positive direction, so that you get and you line up all the things in your life that you want to get what you desire. So again, go through the course. You can find the website at the bottom of this email on YouTube. If you're in the course, this video is associated with the material in the course. And focus your will on the things that you want. And someone once said, to get the things you want, focus on the things you want, and forget about the things you don't want, right? And so it makes a lot of sense when we focus our mind on the things we want. We forget all about the things we don't want. If we focus our mind on the thing we don't want, we can't think about the things we want. So you can't do one or the other. It's either or. You can't do both at the same time. It's either or. So keep your mind on the things you want, and you'll forget about the things you don't want. And that's what this particular lesson is all about. I want to leave you with one last example, and it's one I really, really appreciate. Gandhi organized the people of India to take back their country. There were over 200 million people. He did this with no great wealth. He did this with no military might. He did this as a very simple man. But the thing that nobody could take away from him were his thoughts, his will, and his focus. He willed that in to happen. Now, you try to get two people to do something you want to do, just two. He got 200 million people. What's the point? The point is, he understood the power of his mental muscles. He didn't need military and tanks and everything else. He had it all up here, and so do you. And focusing your mental muscles, using your will along with all your other mental muscles, you can move mountains. And I've seen it done, and Gandhi is a perfect example. Most everybody knows that. 200 million people, he got marching in the same direction. What are you going to start doing with your will?